Messina's really special because we've actually been making gelato for a lot longer than people realise. Messina's been around for 22 years now.
At Messina, we try to vertically integrate as much as possible from raw materials. We have different teams collaborating with each other all the time, which is why communication needs to run efficiently and quickly at all times.
We have grown from one single store in Darlinghurst when we started to now we have 30 across Australia. We do also have a store in Hong Kong as well. So having a strong communication platform to actually bring all of our communications into one place has been invaluable as we grow, because it was so fragmented before. It was hard to keep up with so many different types of communications on a daily basis.
When I first started, we were on Viber.
We were using text messages, we were using WhatsApp.
Between all that, we were using emails.
Walking over to people, printing things, pretty much anything you can think of.
There were like too many apps and we never knew really which one to use.
A couple of teams internally were already using Slack in their own teams really successfully, and we've recently done a big rollout across the company to all of our retail stores as well.
Having all the teams and all the departments integrated into Slack within the supply chain from warehouse to stores guarantees that when a customer goes to a store to pick up a bespoke item or a limited edition product, for example, everything runs smoothly with that transaction. The product will be there available for pickup because everything that happened before that, production, deliveries, logistics, even store management, has been organized and streamlined through Slack.
Often we have to actually walk up to the chefs and ask them for things like a description of a product or allergy information, whereas now we can just message them in Slack and get a pretty instant response because they are able to respond on their mobiles. They're not always at the computer, but they can actually have mobile with them the whole time. The communication's changed in terms of speed. It's a lot quicker for us to have a channel with all the relevant parties in that channel. And it's also changed a lot in terms of the silo of information and tracking down errors.
It also means that you're not missing vital messages from your team if it's something to do with your store.
So for us, our main goal is to make sure that when customers walk into a store, they have the entire cabinet that they can choose from, right? So for example, if your favorite flavor is pistachio praline and you walk into a store and you don't have it, that's not a good experience to have. With Slack, we can communicate from the factory, we can let the stores know if they're going to have any issues with stock in advance so they can plan to avoid having that gap in the cabinet.
Slack Connect is probably one of my favorite features of Slack, and I'm always very delighted to hear when other companies are on Slack, because having a shared channel with another company really helps speed up communication. It's been particularly useful in examples where we've onboarded new systems like delivery companies, where we've needed like onboarding support.
Because I get store recaps every night, I save about 10-15 minutes every morning before I start my shift. My supervisors now send me this very nice long message, and when we come in, we know what to do. We know how to prepare the store for the opening shift, whether we have to come in early or not. I'm not running around looking for things that I need to fix. I just know straight away because I'm more prepared. Information and communication go hand in hand. I think that's really important for our staff to provide service to customers.
Now having Slack available, it's a lot easier for us to picture that and picture where we're going and how we're going to be communicating with new stores or more people as we grow.
Slack's going to be a massive part of our expansion plans, enabling us to talk to stores in other international countries.